Netflix shut down this AAA studio, Team Blue. This is ridiculous. It's not ridiculous that maybe the game wasn't going anywhere, although I find that hard to believe. You are talking about the art director who is a fucking crackerjack of a talent. If you go over to his Twitter account, Raf Garcetti is staggeringly talented. He was doing creative art direction on the game. They had creative directors from God of War, Overwatch, Bungie from Halo. This was staggeringly packed with experienced talent. Now, it's one thing to say, okay, the game wasn't working. Maybe that's true. But what really happened is Mike Verdu, he's the Tom Hanks of gaming, one of the nicest executives in video games. He was running the show. For some reason, they moved him somewhere else. They brought in some jackasses. I'm so tired of hearing about when a new person comes in, they got to shake stuff up. I got to give them my vision. Fuck you. You know what? Sometimes the best thing an executive can do is be grateful you've got guys from God of War, top guys, not like a guy who did QA on God of War. You've got top men and women, but I only know these three, which are the men, but I'm quoting Raiders. God of War, Overwatch, Halo at your studio. The best thing you can do is say, what would you like for lunch? Because I'm going to get out of your fucking way. Okay? Now, what this may have been is because one of two things was going to happen, or a couple things were going to happen. Number one is Netflix was going to go, we do see streaming games as the future. And we're already starting to see that with their mobile games, like trying to get it so you can just click a button and play versus download the game. We know that's the future, and we want to start actually building some stuff that would motivate people to come play on Netflix, like big games, Game of the Year contenders, right? And either they're like, you know what, the tech just isn't as far along as we hoped it would be by now. Or they said, we're going to go into big publishing and sell this stuff on Steam and PlayStation and whatever, but we'll also stream it on Netflix. And maybe they said, we don't want to get into that business. Maybe that's what the new executive said. Or maybe it was a mix of both. But it's just like, I loved this idea. And the idea of getting the best talent together and saying, let's actually really swing for the fences with something that's streamable. And again, you don't have to stream it, but you could design it so it would stream. So it doesn't have to be like, even if your internet's decent but not brilliant, it would still work. But I mean, again, I don't know. There could have been a very valid reason they shut this team down. They still have some non-mobile teams that are going. So maybe there was something very specific to Team Blue. But what I can tell you is, man, this is a talented bunch. And it really sucks to see that Netflix didn't go, this isn't working, but how do we use these people? These are some of the best experienced people working in games. How in the world, hang on, my screen's going away. I think I looped it though. Come on, loop that shit. How in the world are you going to not keep these guys on the payroll and say, figure out something else? I don't understand. It pisses me off.